Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. The PM says an explosion at a hospital in Gaza, which killed hundreds of people, is deeply distressing. Palestinian militants say an Israeli airstrike is responsible, but Israel is blaming a misfired Islamic Jihad rocket. Anthony Albanese says it is clear there has been a tremendous loss of life.
We condemn any indiscriminate attacks and targeting of civilian infrastructure, including hospitals. And Australia joins with others in calling for international law to always be upheld.
While in the wake of the blast, US President Joe Biden's planned summit with the leaders of Jordan, Egypt and the Palestinian Authority was cancelled. Meantime, the federal government will contribute the $50 million to help secure places of worship around the country in the wake of this Middle East conflict. The funding will be used for safety upgrades such as fencing, lighting and security cameras. Now, the Victorian government will seek legal advice on whether drivers of electric vehicles should be refunded after the High Court abolished its controversial EV tax. The landmark judgment has deemed the levy illegal because it was an excise, which only the federal government has the power to impose. Similar schemes planned for New South Wales and WA have also been thrown into doubt. Now, an Australian spy agency is accusing China of trying to steal secrets from our researchers. ASIO says a visiting professor was given money by Beijing, along with a shopping list of info to uncover. ASIO Director General Mike Burgess says the plot centred around a prestigious research institute.
The academic even set his Australian PhD students' research assignments in line with his intelligence requirements. I took a personal interest in this case. As an engineer, I was flattered somewhat that one of the topics researched was me.
Australia and Fiji have held talks to help strengthen the relationship between both countries. The two leaders have discussed streamlining the visa process and boosting peacekeeping efforts, while Australia has committed to lending money to the Pacific nation to make sure it can meet essential expenses. And Australia lost 424 bank branches over the past 12 months. Data from the country's financial services regulator shows 122 of the closures were in regional or remote areas. Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, and in major AFL trade news, Collingwood Premiership winner Jack Ginnivan has left the Pies to join Hawthorn. Australia's Josh Giddey has scored 19 points for the Thunder in their win over the Bucks in the NBA pre-season. And Aussie surfer India Robinson has qualified for next year's championship tour by reaching the quarterfinals in Brazil. In your entertainment news now, and Shania Twain has reacted to Taylor Swift wearing a T-shirt bearing her likeness. Tay-Tay was spotted wearing the tee, which said, "That don't impress me much." But it seems the 58-year-old songstress was impressed, saying she feels like Taylor's aunt. Jared Leto has kept fans literally on the edge of their seats after he bungee jumped onto stage for his band's set at a music festival. The Oscar winner leaping from the top of scaffolding to kick off the first song. And, well, Britney Spears is back on top of the charts, this time, though, for her book. The singer's memoir, The Woman in Me, is already number one on Amazon's bestseller list, even though it's at pre-order, after she revealed some very intimate details about her relationship with Justin Timberlake. That's the latest from the Nova Podcast news team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you tomorrow morning. I'm Michelle Stevenson.